Today, I am going to explain episode 11 to 15 of an Australian sci-fi series called The Unlisted. Spoilers ahead, watch out, and take care. The Sharma twins and their grandmother visit the Global Child Initiative headquarters to meet Maya. The grandmother, as always, makes friends with the security guard by offering him her famous samosas. While at the headquarters, the brothers find out about the Super Recognizers program. It is yet another protocol introduced by Ainsworth to look for the unlisted. People with exceptional memory are appointed for the task and made to spy on every neighborhood. Maya also informs them that she was made to implant Rose yesterday. The guys will have to think of a way to get her out before her memory is erased like Tim's. On their way out, they come across a man working in the electrical room. Drew asks for a tour of the room, hoping to find out any information that could help them. When the man is not looking, he steals a guidebook about the model electrical system. Inside the facility, Maya goes to Rose and Mac's room for a daily checkup. She secretly tells Rose to be ready at any given moment, promising to get them out as soon as possible. At home, Drew analyzes the handbook and figures out that if the power substation shuts down, the entire HQ will lose power. No cameras or keycards will work, which will be a perfect opportunity to help Rose and Mac escape. They go to the tunnels to tell the other kids about the plan, unaware that Regan is following them. At the hideout, she comes in front of everyone and promises to tell the officials about them. But before she can run away, Cal stops her and the group keeps her hostage. The implant doesn't work very well inside the tunnels and makes Regan weak. Because of this, she calms down easily. The group tells her the reality of the Infinity Group, but she refuses to believe them. Kamara stays in the tunnel with Regan while the others go to the HQ to execute their plan. They manage to enter the facility through the back door that has been left open by Maya. Jacob and Gemma stay in the electrical room while the twins sneak inside. At the same time, it starts to rain heavily. Back in the tunnels, Regan knows that her body has been acting differently for the last few days, but she doesn't want to believe that she is being controlled. Because of the continuous rain, the tunnels start to flood. Kamara and Regan work together to get each other out before they drown. In the headquarters, the power surge is assumed to be because of the thunderstorm. The staff is evacuated outside, making it easier for twins to remain unseen. Rose and Mac notice the door to their room is open and run outside. The Sharma twins are chased down by a guard, but Rose saves them. Thankfully, they are able to step outside without getting caught. Rose reveals that her implant is in a tiny vial because Maya never actually embedded it in her jaw. She keeps the implant on the back of a motorbike that drives away. However, Max still has his implant on him and could be tracked if he joins the group. To help them escape, he stalls the agents and is captured again. After that, the group returns to the hideout, which is closed because of the flood. Regan tells them that she believes them and will not tell the agents about what happened. Still, Kamara takes a video of her admitting that she doesn't support the Infinity Group. They plan to use it in case she tries to betray them in the future. Now that the enlisted do not have a place to stay, the twins invite them to live in their garage. The next morning at breakfast, the news about Mac is being broadcasted on TV. His memory has been erased, so he won't go against the Infinity Group again. Ainsworth claims that the kid was kidnapped and has just been found to rationalize his strange behavior. The twins tell the others about the news. Rose also reveals that the officials are planning to make the transformation permanent. If they are successful, the group will never be able to bring thousands of listed children back to their true form. Drew has a flash drive that can breach the Infinity Group's mainframe and give them access to all the information. This information can further help them destroy the entire database, thus bringing the implanted children back to their normal selves. But the task is risky since they will have to break into the HQ again. Later, when only the grandmother is home, a pair of recognizers appointed by the GCI knock on the door. They give her a leaflet with the pictures of the unlisted kids, asking her help if she ever sees them. In the afternoon, the group breaks into the house through the back door and showers for the first time in weeks. Jacob goes to the twins' room and finds the flash drive inside Cal's trophy. He realizes that Cal is trying to keep Drew from destroying the Infinity Group mainframe. This could mean either he has changed sides because of the privileges or the implant is shutting off his emotions. Jacob runs to the school and hands the drive back to Drew. Chloe sees Jacob returning home a while later and informs Mr. Cunningham. This further leads to the recognizers checking the area again. The grandmother returns home from the market to see the unlisted in the house. Initially, she panics and tries to call the police, but stops when the kids insist they are Cal and Drew's friends. At the same time, the twins' elder sister Vidya arrives home. At school, Cal claims that he didn't steal the flash drive. He only hid it because he thought it would be safer. Drew lets it go for the time being but decides to be careful around Cal. They return home to see their grandmother treating the other kids to a meal. Maya also arrives at the same time and finds out everyone knows about the Infinity Group. Since there is not enough space for the unlisted kids at home, the grandmother and Maya take them to a relative who they call Uncle. Uncle owns a Bollywood movie theater and has enough space for the kids to stay in. He is happy to take them in and hide them from the agents. Things finally look good for the kids now that they are in a safe place with food and commodities. At night, Drew loses the flash drive. Cal insists that he doesn't know where it is, but when he is alone, we see that he is the one who stole it. The next morning, Drew finds a flash drive in Cal's part of the room. He doesn't call his brother out, knowing that it may cause more problems. Meanwhile, the grandmother and Vidya are preparing food for the unlisted. They bring it to the theater where the kids are watching Bollywood movies. While chatting, the uncle mentions that he has a receiver and a transmission relay that he uses for the theater. Kamara wants to use it to spread a message to the GCI, which will help them in the long run. At school, Chloe is chosen as a new member of the elites because she reported Jacob to Cunningham yesterday. But since there can only be 4 elites at a time, Regan is demoted to a basic. After that, Mr. Cunningham informs the elites that they will be going to the HQ for final testing. This is the perfect opportunity for Drew to use the flash drive and get into the mainframe. Ainsworth receives them at the headquarters and welcomes them in. It turns out the 4 are the primary examples of the success of the Global Child Initiative. The company plans to use them and others like them to create a different school full of elites. The group is then shown a video that is meant to input fear and sympathy in them. The researcher decreases the sympathy on her tablet that correlates to the children. While the others are horrified at the video, Cal doesn't feel a thing. Drew excuses himself to go to the bathroom in the middle of the session. Outside, he receives a keycard from Maya and enters the primary control room. With help of the flash drive, Drew breaches the security and successfully manages to gain access to the mainframe. However, he is not able to destroy it. Soon, an alarm alerts everyone in the facility. At the same time, Kamara and the group hack into the screens of HQ and play a video of them announcing their arrival. Ainsworth realizes Drew is being the breach and asks Cal to reveal what he knows. They soon find out about the double implant and take one out. They also eradicate Cal's emotions completely and make him go against his own brother. Drew manages to run away, but Maya is caught and imprisoned. The unlisted start spreading their wings by pasting several posters around the city. This starts a wave of retaliation from the unlisted kids around the world. In the hideout, Drew and Kamara find out that the mainframe they gained access to yesterday was just a dummy. With the new info, they have to go to the HQ again to actually destroy it. Cal doesn't know where the kids are and is looking for them everywhere like he was.